Hello Aries, welcome to your tarot reading for the month of July 2017. I'm using the Connolly deck for this video and I'm going to be doing the Celtic cross spread. I will also be pulling a card from the Dharma deck, Wisdom from the Vedas. It's a 52 card oracle deck. Alright, so let's see what the month of July holds for the energy of Aries. Aries people. Show me the message for Aries. Okay, there it is. Well, Aries, lots of people in your spread. Several people. It's all people. Okay, so you are the fire sign woman, right? You are the cardinal fire, which would normally be the King of Wands. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Fiery, very passionate, and like sort of go-getter energy that you're going to be embodying. And I see you really working with lots of different people. Of course, you have the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So you have three kings and a queen. All that you're going to be, working with. And I say work because you do have like this work card. It's the Eight of Pentacles here in the center. The center is the theme or what you're going to be focused on. It's really about perfecting your craft, perfecting your talent, putting in the hard work and the hours. I don't feel like you're going to be doing it all by yourself, though. You do have other people. You have the Queen of Pentacles here in your environment. You also have the King of Cups, which feels like a different, it feels layered here. So I'll get into the King of Cups here in a minute. You have the King of Swords. The King of Swords has a very keen eye for detail and he knows exactly what he wants. And you are flexible enough to be able to work well with this person. I feel like generally this is like a good pairing with fire and air together. Fire is very active and dynamic. Air is very mutable. They're both flexible people, okay? But he definitely has like a structure or a way that he likes to do things. He's kind of, he can be kind of rigid sometimes. But he's definitely, you guys are looking at the same thing. And I feel like you're all on the same page. I feel like you guys understand each other. There's a clear communication on what needs to be done, and you are doing it, okay? Somebody, well, the foundation, I feel like it's someone, is leaving for the time being. You might have to fill in for somebody, or take over their position. You have the Eight of Cups here, which is someone that's going on a journey. It's not a long-term thing and it's not a permanent thing. It's a short-term trip. It's possibly this queen here, this Queen of Pentacles. So she is taking some time off, it looks like. And it just looks like you're maybe having to work with this King of Swords on this project without her. That's what this is kind of looking like. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, she is coming back though, but I feel like you're going to have to sort of wait for that to happen. Two things, because I see the moon, which is sort of this hidden energy. It's things that haven't really yet been resolved. It's sort of a pending energy. You never really know with the moon. It's a little bit elusive. It's a little bit mysterious. Okay. I do see, since you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles together, this is definitely work related. I do see that even though the Queen of Pentacles is leaving this picture, leaving the team that you're working on for a short period of time, she may be, you know, going off to work with the King of Pentacles, or going off. Generally, these are the parents too, so maybe she's just taking a leave, like it could be like a maternity leave or something like that effect, where she's like sort of focused on her responsibilities, her own responsibilities with this partner, this King of Pentacles. Could also be that someone in your work environment is, you know, taking off for a while to work with this King of Pentacles. I see them working well together. And it's for business. There is a collaboration to make money, to make something profitable, to make something solid. And maybe this King of Pentacles isn't close by. Okay? That's the sense that I'm getting. As the Queen of Wands, it just looks like you're sort of maybe filling in for somebody or picking up somebody else's slack. It does look like what you've got coming in the future, I would say probably towards the end of July, is an opportunity for some sort of romance or love. Ace of Cups is something that you're hoping for. Okay. And I do see here the King of Cups, which would be tied to this sort of romantic attraction. Okay. He's offering a cup. He's offering, you know, some sort of good feelings. This is a good feelings card. It's also an opportunity, but it's new. So the King of Cups is being like a new person. I feel like you're very familiar with the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is working with the King of Pentacles. He's not really in your sphere. He's sort of like once removed. And then the final outcome is the Eight of Swords. I just get that this has to do with like, there's like a stockpile or like a storeroom here that you're going into. There's not a lot that you can really do without the Queen of Pentacles. I see that she's an important part of your team. You can only get so far without her, and I do feel like you're going to be networking, you're going to be working with other people. You know, you definitely are getting things done. You're doing what you normally do. But it feels like this King of Swords is sort of like blocking you in some way. I feel like normally you guys do work well together, but I see that he's been kind of a stickler about something. Okay. And it has to do with your goals. You kind of work better on your own anyway, but for whatever reason, he is sort of like, you know, he's the King of Swords, and then the only other swords card in the spread is the Eight of Swords, which is kind of like putting up blocks, like a barrier, a block, and you're sort of looking at that, all of those, I don't want to say like excuses, but they're reasons to, his reasons to not, you know, move forward. Okay, and maybe that's what this Moon card is about. I get there's some sort of a temporal thing here where it's like things are being put on hold, and it's because of the King of Swords and or the Queen of Pentacles, their involvement. Now, the other layer here is the Ace of Cups. Again, I see that being tied with the King of Cups. This really gives you a lot of, I feel like this is actually could work in your favor with there being a delay or things being sort of put on holds, because it gives you room grow other inspirations. I feel like there's something you're going to feel inspired about, something that you're going to be feeling really good about. It's new, and you're just sort of having time to ponder it. And if there wasn't any sort of block here, then you wouldn't have that sort of time to sort of dream and envision what it is that you do want to create and move forward with. Okay. And it's interesting here that you've got a cup in your hand. It almost feels like you're like sort of kneeling or praying with this sort of new inspiration. You're looking way up the mountain here towards this castle. Could be a building, like a work, modern day castles or big, office buildings sort of thing. And, it looks like you're looking at this goal, and it's within reach, but it's really far away. And you're sort of hoping that whatever sort of comes in here, you can reach it, you can make it. Final outcome being the 8 of Swords is like there is some sort of block to reaching that goal. I do feel like it's a temporal thing. It's a time sensitive thing. Okay. The card that I didn't talk about was the Judgment card. So Judgment is about, rebirth. It's something that's resurfacing. It's an opportunity to do something over again. And I am seeing the King of Swords very much in this card. I don't know if you can see the image so well, but there is a person, he's standing in his armor. There's a sword down here, and it's very much parallel to this other sword that this King of Swords is carrying. He's looking at the book. Okay? This guy is very much a professional. Like I said, he can be a stickler. He's very much by the book and by the rules. He wants things his way. He wants things done right. Okay, and maybe this is you over here as the Queen of Wands, and you're sort of looking at him. Down here, I see you looking at the King of Swords here. You're facing him. I think you normally work well together, but he does test your patience sometimes, and that's just his personality. That is what it is. Yeah, he would rather not rush through things, have like a rush job. He wants things done right. And you're just like full of energy and inspiration where you could have had it done yesterday, sort of thing. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Okay. All right, Aries, let's see what else come up here for you. Okay. What's the message for Aries? It's this one. Dharma. Dharma means essential nature, as heat is essential to fire. The Dharma of all creation is to love. We may not all love the same things, but love we must. Ultimately, the eternal Dharma of all beings, beyond even life and death, is to love God. Okay, so I definitely get the sense of like overlooking your differences with this King of Swords. I'm also getting the King of Cups, which would be the King of Emotions, King of Feelings, King of Love. See the new love coming in here. And I do see the pairing. Parents, partnership, a solid partnership with the King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, this may or may not be you. I don't get the feeling that the Queen of Pentacles is you. But I do see that energy here of, the King and the Queen who are equally suited for each other. That energy is in your reading. Okay. All right, Aries, so this was your reading for the month of July. I hope you found this helpful and entertaining to watch. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you want to add that I did not mention, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming videos. Take care and be well. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you and your needs and circumstances, feel free to contact me through my website, SunGoddess Ashley, or through my business email. I'll leave a link to those two in the description box below. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you next time.